Imagine being a potential Liberal Party candidate, seeing the carnage and the cost of the carbon tax over the last few years and thinking to yourself, that's a great policy. I'm going to stick with that. In fact, I'm going to crank up the carbon tax even higher on April 1st. So let's picture this timeline here, folks. So the Liberal Party is going to pick a new leader within the next few weeks. Okay? Then all the members of Parliament, and presumably the new leader, sits back in the House of Commons, March 24th. Then they increase your carbon tax April 1st. Then they go on the election campaign trail. Huge deadline coming up, April 1st. That's when the carbon tax goes up. The carbon tax, after this increase, is going to cost you around $15 extra every time you fill up your minivan, about $25 extra every time you fill up your pickup truck. And for truckers who deliver everything we eat and use in Canada, because everything's been on a truck 1 or 5 times, they fill up with diesel. It's going to cost them around $250 extra every time they fill up their big rigs with diesel. In fact, the Trucking Alliance said that this carbon tax is costing their long-haul truckers about $2 billion just for last year. So this is an enormous cost to Canadians. It is helping to make everything more expensive. And imagine that as a new Liberal leader, you're going to keep on doing that. You're going to crank up the carbon tax on April 1st, and then you're going to hit the campaign trail right after that. So imagine how that plays out. Knock, knock. Who's there? Carbon tax hike. Can I have your vote? Good luck with that. So interestingly, we've already got a current minister who's thinking about throwing his hat into the ring. Jonathan Wilkinson, he's the energy minister. Yeah, he's saying that he's committed to the carbon tax. I bet. So just a free tip for potential Liberal leadership candidates. Look around you. Go check it out. 70% of Canadians last year, just before the carbon tax hike last year, said they were opposed to it. 70%. And you're going to keep going at this and campaign on it and hike up the carbon tax. That's political suicide. That's just crazy. Folks, if you want to join the Taxpayers Federation in our fight to scrap the carbon tax and let politicians know that you're opposed to the carbon tax and you don't want them hiking it on April 1st, and you sure don't want to be hearing about this on the doorstep of, hey, I just hiked your taxes, please vote for me, head on over to our website, taxpayer.com, sign the petition to scrap the carbon tax, and then you'll join the tax fighter army.